Headlining our international news, Eswatini's government has confirmed that it received $5.1 million from the Trump administration for accepting people deported from the U.S. as part of a hardline approach towards immigration. The Southern African kingdom, led by absolute monarch King Mswati III, has come in for heavy criticism from rights groups for striking the deportation deal with President Donald Trump's government. Questioned in Parliament about the deal on Monday, Eswatini's Finance Minister Neil Reichenberg confirmed the sum received from the U.S. In September, campaign group Human Rights Watch said it had seen the copy of an agreement providing for Eswatini to accept up to 160 deportees from the U.S. in exchange for $5.1 million to build its border and migration management capacity. Eswatini has so far accepted 2 batches of deportees, 5 in July and 10 in October. One of the deportees has since been repatriated to Jamaica, his country of origin. Eswatini government acting spokeswoman Tabile Mudluli told the BBC that engagements were ongoing to repatriate the other deportees to their countries of origin. Eventually, they will all be repatriated, she said. Reichenberg told Parliament that $5.1 million received from the U.S. was put into the account of Eswatini's National Disaster Management Agency, AFP reports. Although this was the first time the government confirmed receiving $5.1 million, Ms. Mdluli told the BBC that it had always been transparent about the fact that the U.S. government was financing the welfare and repatriation costs of the deportees, along with other expense associated with their temporary stay in Eswatini. Lawyers and civil society groups in Eswatini have instituted court action to challenge the legality of the government's decision to accept the deportees. In our next story, a major Interpol operation in West Africa has resulted in 62 arrests and the seizure of weapons, explosives, drugs, counterfeit medicines, and stolen vehicles. Operation Screen West Africa 2025, which ran from July to October, involved law enforcement from 12 countries, including Ghana, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and Côte d'Ivoire. Officers said used Interpol's global databases to carry out 1.7 million real-time checks at land, air, and sea borders. 9 people were arrested for suspected links to terrorism, including 3 in Burkina Faso connected to the Al-Qaeda-affiliated JNIM group responsible for a 2020 attack in Côte d'Ivoire that killed more than 10 security personnel. 6 others were arrested in Mauritania over suspected terrorist activities. The operation also rescued 21 victims of human trafficking in Ghana who had been held in Nigeria and exploited in fraudulent schemes. Authorities seized explosives, dynamite, 136 stolen vehicles, 731 kilograms of cannabis, counterfeit medicines, fake currency, and fraudulent documents. Some of these items could have been used to fund terrorism or organized crime. Maritime checks uncovered vessels using deceptive practices such as switching off identification systems and frequent flag hopping. Cyril Gart, Interpol Executive Director of Police Services, said the operation showed how cooperation and specialized tools helped law enforcement identify suspects and disrupt criminal networks. The 12 participating countries were Benin, Burkina Faso, Cabo Verde, Côte d'Ivoire, the Gambia, Ghana, Liberia, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and Togo. The operation was funded by Germany, Denmark, and the United States.